You know, in a world that feels more and more complex every single day, the most powerful tool you've got is, well, your own mind. But what if it had a few blind spots? Today, we're going to dive into the book Mind the Bias and find out how we can upgrade our thinking and build a super practical toolkit for a clearer, smarter approach to life. So, does this feel familiar? You're scrolling through the news, you're trying to make a big decision, or maybe you're just trying to figure out what's really going on. And it just feels like you're caught in this tidal wave of data, opinions, and just noise. Trust me, you are not alone in this. In this crazy maze of modern life, what we all really need is a mental compass, right? Not one that points north, but one that points toward what's true, helping us cut a clear path right through all that confusion. But that's way easier said than done, especially with the challenges we're all facing every day. I mean, it feels like every day is a minefield of big decisions. We're trying to dodge fake news, figure out these game-changing tools like AI, and make financial choices that could seriously affect our future. But you know what? The biggest challenge might just be the one happening inside our own heads, battling those hidden biases that are quietly shaping our thinking. But here's the good news. Tackling all these things isn't really about having a higher IQ. It's about having a better process. See, it's not about being smarter. It's about learning to think with a lot more clarity and a lot more precision. So what if you could develop a kind of superpower for your mind? I'm talking about one that lets you just slice right through the noise, spot a weak argument from a mile away, and make decisions with some real confidence. Well, our source material today argues that this power is absolutely real, and it's called critical thinking. And that brings us right to the core idea from the book Mind the Bias. It doesn't present critical thinking as some abstract, dusty philosophy. Instead, it's a practical, hands-on mental toolbox that you can use every single day. And this toolbox isn't just a random collection of ideas. It's organized for specific jobs. It's got tools for clarity, to help you see things as they really are. It's got tools for logic, so you can build strong, sound arguments. And it's got tools for depth, to help you dig way beneath the surface of any issue.
And hey, if you're thinking this all sounds a bit, I don't know, heavy, the author makes it clear it's not. The book is designed to be practical, engaging, and, well, depending on your tastes, maybe even funny. It's all about learning powerful ideas in a way that actually sticks with you.
All right, so let's crack open that toolbox and grab 3 powerful tools you can start using, like, right now. Okay, first up is this fancy-sounding Latin phrase with a really simple meaning. After this, therefore, because of this. This is the classic mistake of mixing up sequence with cause. Just because B happened after A, it doesn't automatically mean A caused B. And this chart, oh man, this chart just brilliantly illustrates the point. It shows that the number of people who drowned by falling into a pool has a spooky correlation with the number of films Nicolas Cage appeared in. So does that mean Nick Cage is somehow causing drownings? Of course not. It's just a perfect, hilarious example of this fallacy out in the wild. Our next tool is called survivorship bias. Now, this is a huge one. It's what happens when we make decisions by looking only at the winners, the success stories, because, well, the stories of failure are often invisible. I mean, think about it. We hear endless stories about the college dropouts who founded billion-dollar companies. It almost makes it seem like a great strategy, right? But we never hear about the thousands upon thousands of other dropouts whose companies failed miserably. By focusing only on the survivors, we get a dangerously skewed picture of reality. And finally, tool number 3, confirmation bias. And folks, this is one of the big ones. Our brains are literally wired to look for and favor information that agrees with what we already believe. At the same time, we ignore or dismiss anything that challenges us. It's like using a search engine that's programmed to only show you the results you already wanted to see. Okay, so we've got these 3 powerful tools. But how do we actually put them to work? Let's use them to build a kind of mental defense system against those real-world challenges we face every day. So when you see a shocking headline, knowing about post hoc makes you pause and question if there's a real cause and effect link. When it comes to investing, understanding survivorship bias can stop you from blindly copying the latest successful guru because you know you're not seeing the full picture. And even when you're using AI, recognizing your own confirmation bias helps you write better, more neutral prompts to get way more unbiased results. And this is maybe the most important takeaway of all. These tools are not just for spotting errors in other people's logic. The real power comes when you turn that lens inward and use them to actively upgrade your own thinking. So how do we actually put this into practice? Well, the book lays out a clear guide. Step 1, Just recognize you have biases. Seriously, we all do. Awareness is the first step to clarity. Step 2, actively seek out contradiction. Make it a habit to find smart people who disagree with you and listen to them. And step 3, practice steel manning. Instead of twisting an opposing view to make it easier to attack, try to argue for it in its strongest possible form. It's an incredible way to build empathy and really sharpen your own ideas. At the end of the day, developing these skills isn't about getting trapped in endless analysis or becoming some kind of cynic. It's actually about efficiency. It's not about thinking more. It's about making sure the thinking you do is clear, effective, and actually counts for something. You know, these tools are just the beginning of what's inside the book. Think of them as the first few pieces of your own mental survival kit. So the real question isn't just about what you've learned today, but what you're going to do with it. Because in a world this noisy, clarity isn't just a skill, it's a superpower. What will you do with yours?